All right, gonna shoot a 300 round here real quick if my camera battery holds up. So 20 yards down there, shoot 30 arrows, score them, see how we do. Here we go. I know the camera's tight, but I'm in a small room here, and where I got to go all the way back because my garage is 60 feet, barely 20 yards. So I got to be all the way up here on the wall, so it doesn't let me pull through real good. But at least I can shoot indoors, shoot a lot, and get ready. So. Those don't look the greatest. Oh, that was close. So that's a 10. That's a 10. And that's definitely a 10. But they're terrible shots, actually. Okay. Try not to hurry, but I have to hurry because I've only got, my battery life is in the teens. And this normally takes like 20 minutes. So, we'll see how it goes. Hugging the edges. Height-wise. I should have let down. I was circling. Vegas is 2 weeks. I've shot a perfect 300 with 24 X's, and today I shot a 299 with 27 X's, so I'm feeling pretty good. That is a 10, barely. That's an X, and that's an X, so 10XX. Done and done. Going on to the third end. Whew. Real quick, I'm using Leuko tape. I use it in the backcountry. It's for wrapping up your feet if you get blisters. It's just a great all-around tape. You put it on something that it's not coming off. And I put it in my goat release, my 2-ball release. Put it in the fingers and that, so that it gives me a real good grip. Really like it. I know a lot of guys use like tennis tape or athletic tape or whatever. I've got the tennis racket tape for my grip here because it's non-adhesive and I didn't want to mess up the paint. It works great. Just I think it's Wilson tape. So this on the release is called Luco, L-U-E-K-O or something like that. Luco tape. Luco tape is the duct tape of all tapes. Settled down in and stayed right there, flowed a little bit, right as it went off, right as that shot broke. The pin just went whoop. Yeah, stinking 9. Oh well. Looks like an X, and a clear 9. Yay. The pressure's off now. I don't have to worry about that perfect score. Yay! 2 X's and a 9. Over here, I don't know if you can see anyways, I poke holes for my X's. Up here is my end, and that's anything that's not a 10. I know, it's not how you do it. Probably way more work, but that's how I do it. All right. I don't know. It's tough to see green fletching on yellow or on gold centers. Probably not the best choice. I actually built those arrows for my green bow. So, all right. That is a X, a 10. That's an X. So 2 X's and a 10. Fifth end coming up. And I've already dropped one. I do feel rushed, but and I feel cramped, and I'm developing all sorts of bad habits. But I'm shooting, and I'm having a ball shooting. I don't know if you can see it, but watch. That's the wall. So, and I can cheat out, but then I'm not at 20, and I want to keep it as real as I can keep it. Well, in fact, last week I was shooting my bag target, and I kept hitting, over a few weeks' time, hitting the same hole. Well, one of my arrows went all the way through the bag, shot all the way through my garage door. It went through the bag. The fletching buried in the middle of the bag, so it wasn't a pass through, but it went all the way through the bag. Wouldn't have scored in Vegas, and then put a hole through the inside and the outside of the garage. So, I've got the bag right up on the garage door. That's what I'm saying. There's a certain section when I move my target around so I don't wear out the same spot. And there's a certain section when I if I hit it right in the middle, the arrow goes boom, and it rejects it. It kicks it out of the bag because everything's been kicked in there. Kind of funny. I think in Vegas that's a no score as well. They make you shoot that over. Shouldn't have to worry about that there. Trying to figure out how to not mess you guys all up. I'm not the best YouTuber, I know that, but whatever. Okay, an X, and an X. Hopefully we can stay on track and start drilling those X's. So that's 3 X's on round N5. So the first half I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 X's and 1 9. So I've dropped a point. Yay! And shot a lot of 10s, but see if we can't pick it up here the last half. I want my phone to fall out. I love the sound of a brand new bag when you hit them with these arrows, that whack. It's just a big old crack as it starts to get wore out. And I've actually put my second covering on this bag, and I left the old one in there, so I've actually got dual coverings to help make it last longer. These big fat arrows really chew it up. I think it's a 10, but I think it's out of the axe, dang it. Oh. So that's definitely a 10 or an X. An X. That is a 10. Darn it. Just missed it. So 2 X's and a 10. Hope all you guys are enjoying your winter sports. For those of you who are in winter, and the rest of you enjoying your indoor season for archery, or whatever it is you do. I have yet to get my snowmobile or my skis out. Hopefully after Vegas. That's kind of priority right now, so. I think we're on round 7. Shooting earlier, and this release has been going off, and I think Elton Dumas from Juneau, Alaska, a buddy of mine, I think he hit it on the head. I didn't think I was. He said, you're preloading it, meaning I'm rotating as I'm pulling back. And I thought, no, I'm not. But I think he's right, because I was shooting earlier and I was pulling back. I must have drawn it just enough, and man, that thing popped me right in the upper lip. My arrow went flying, stuck up top. So, love the goat, but I'm experiencing things with it I have never experienced before, so hopefully it's not wearing out. I don't think it'll wear out. I think it's just me. I always like to go and figure out what's wrong with my equipment rather than what's wrong with me, right? That's how we do it, but it's usually going to be us, our form, something we did, so. All right, that's an X, that's a X, and that's an X. So I got 3 X's. My internet connection is not real good here. This is going to probably take me a couple hours to upload this video if it goes on too long. I'm already at 18 minutes or so. I'm trying to hurry, but not hurry. I know we won't go this fast in Vegas. In fact, it takes forever, because I think I shoot my 3, and then whoever's on the opposite target above or below me, I think they then come in and shoot, and then we all go and check. So I like fast pace myself, but we'll see how it goes. I think that stuck a 9. That was that's barely in the target. The arrow almost dropped out. Boy, and that was like, that released right in the middle, I thought. Must have had not enough heel pressure. It's really low. Bummer. Come on, focus. All right. We got 2 iffies there. I know my X count on this one's going to be bad. Yeah, it's a 9. I remember when I used to be happy those were 9s and not 8s. I didn't get any X's. It's clearly a 9. I don't know what happened to this one. It felt like it was breaking right in here, but that's a 10. That's a 10. No X's. And I dropped one. So we add that over here. Two ends to go. I'm not going to get a 300. We knew that right off the bat, though. I was kind of hoping for a 299 on camera. That would have been awesome, but I'm getting right into where my average has been. 295, 298, somewhere in there. But the good thing is my X counts are going up, so I'm happy about that. Made some changes. I used to anchor right like this. You see that? And I was watching a Jesse Broadwater video, and my hands are messed up. That's how I can bend. See that? I can bend that one and my index finger and my thumb, not fully, but I can bend them a lot. But these fingers, no knuckle, so they don't bend. So I can't hold my release out into this position like you're supposed to, okay, because my fingers just don't work that way. So I keep them a little bit farther out on the end. I don't like doing that, but it's kind of what I have to. But for me to anchor like this with my hand laid up, because I don't have knuckles, it's hard for me to feel on my jaw. Well, I saw Jesse was not like this. He was more like this. And I thought, well, I'm going to try that. And as soon as I did it, I got to tell you, man, that felt good. It just felt natural. It felt right. I was trying to do, I'm not a target shooter and just bow hunted all my life, but I was trying to do what I see the pros do, or what, you know, guys like you that help me out, you know, trying to figure it all out. But boy, that was huge for me to discover that. So that was huge when I'm on my third arrow. That, and I moved my sight forward. I put it on number 5, I think it was, because I found that 4, 5, and 6 were the most consistent for a torque tuning, which is a method to bring forgiveness into a shot if you're not exactly right on. So that's an X. Ooh, dang. Oh, that's a 10. That's clearly an X. So I didn't mean to grab the arrow. Sometimes the way my target is, and I won't do this at Vegas, but because the paper pulls up, I'm shooting with a cardboard back to help make it easier. So, but I got 2 X's and a 10. One more in. Now, rocking the old Easton bag. It's pretty cool. I can fit my arrow tube, my arrows all in there. All my stuff will be up in here. I just wish it could carry 2 bows, but all right. I think this is the last round. Should be the 10th end. I'm sorry, the end. Told you I'm a rookie. That's a 9. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry on YouTube. I'm gonna cry man tears. Take my glasses. I must have left them on the. Yeah. All right. Ah, they look good. Okay, that's definitely a 10. That's a 10. That's a 10 the way it's broke. So I finished with 3 10s. At least there's not a 9. So I ended up with a 298 and count the X's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The 298 and only 15 X's. I don't know. The score's decent. I don't know if the X count is where it needs to be. Honestly, I want to be at an average of 17, meaning I could shoot as many as 20, as low as, whatever the average of that would be. So we're done in there. It's been a long day today, so I'm gonna get this up on YouTube. If you like it, subscribe, tell your friends about it. If you got friends, tell them. If you don't have friends, go make friends and tell them. If you've got nobody around, like Elton, who lives in the backwoods of Alaska, I think you need to get on the cruise ships more and make friends, and then tell them to subscribe. Hit the like button. That way I can make twice the money I'm making right now off YouTube, which is 0. So I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys following. Shot pretty good and just need more X's, so it'll come. Practice, practice, practice. Here we come, Vegas.